Hello, hope you're in fine voice. One of the questions I'm asked on a regular basis is how do you write a cover letter or a cover note for Mandy.com? So Mandy is a place where you can find voiceover work, and there are lots of jobs on there on a regular basis. And people do beautiful recordings, but the one thing they are often flummoxed by and that stops them in their tracks is the cover note. This dreaded thing that you have to write, this covering letter. And I would say the basic principle is keep it nice and short. Don't waffle on too much. Keep it factual. Don't mention that you did, you're an expert in I don't know, horse riding, or you did your WITH certificate, or these are your GCSEs or your school certificates, whatever. They don't want to know that. They just want to know stuff that is relevant. And perhaps most importantly, the client wants to know what they are getting for their money. They're offering to pay you money, but they want to know what they're getting for it, and you want to tell them. So let's take a look at how you would fill in the covering letter for Mandy. I'm going to go on to Mandy.com, and this is my individual profile here. Yours will look very similar. Obviously without my face there, you'll be pleased to know. And then in the top right-hand corner, you've got three, can you see them? Just next to your name. And what you do, there are three horizontal lines. Just click on those and you'll get these options, including jobs. So let's press the down arrow and see what we've got. Latest jobs, that seems like a good thing to start with. And lots of jobs here you see coming through. This one looks quite a good one. Voiceover artist, £300 flat fee for EU animal welfare petition. So let's click on that. And it tells you what it is. EU animal welfare petition. Voiceover artist needed to speak over a 1 minute 30-second video to raise awareness of animals' welfare in advance of an EU petition. The tone of the video is serious and informative but hopeful. Please find attached sample script to read if you wish to send a sample of the actual script, which I recommend you do. So if I was doing this for real, here's the script to read, and you'd read that, record it, and then you're ready to send it off. But look, here, as you're applying, one of the things you have to do is add the dreaded cover letter. You can have pre-save ones. In fact, I've got a pre-save one, but I want to show you today the kind of thing you should put in there, because people are often daunted by this option, and you've got to put it in. And they think, some people think they've got to put their life story in there. You haven't. Just something that is going to be, it's going to be positive, it's going to promote you, but it's going to be accurate as well. So I would start with, hello, my name is Gary. I forgot it for a moment. So make it nice and friendly, and then say, what should we say, a voice actor with a style. I'm not very good at this. I'm a very slow typer. With a style which could work well with your project about fish, or so, not about, but let's say for the EU, fish. I suppose I better put that in capitals there. Fish petition. So at least you kind of you yourself, well, I can spell it right. You yourself are signalling that you know what you're doing. You're not just blithely putting in the same cover note each time. You're actually directing it and making it very specific about this job. So that's the first bit. And then another paragraph as well. I can deliver the recording within, and then give a time specification, a turnaround time basically. So I'm going to say 24 hours, easily within 24 hours. I can deliver the recording within 24 hours because it's only 1 minute 30. So that's going to take me, half an hour max to do, possibly an hour if I'm particularly bad. And this includes a couple of rounds of retakes. And I'll say and pickups. So these are basically mistakes you've made or additions that the client is going to ask you to do. And with 1 minute 30, chances are it might be the odd phrase here and there, it might be the whole thing again, but it's paying quite well, isn't it? £300. So I'll say retakes and pickups. People sometimes use those interchangeably. Sometimes a retake is kind of the complete thing redone, and a pickup usually is a line or two that they want you to do because you didn't quite hit it right or you didn't quite get it right. So that's that bit. And then just put some contact details then. You can contact me directly on blah, 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 and then give your phone number there and email address or email or Gary at blah, 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 blah. There we go. And then just a nice little thing at the end. I have attached my demo recordings for your consideration. And then just a little thank you for listening. And I think that just about sums it up. You could sign it again, but I've already mentioned my name at the top there. And that's it. Like I say, keep it simple. You want to really explain nice and clearly what you are offering for that amount of money, particularly when it comes to retakes and things like that. Are you offering to do that for free for a couple of times, or is it extra? So you may even decide on the part where it says retakes and so on. You may say first round of retakes for free, but then it's 10 or 20% of the actual fee to redo stuff, unless of course it's your fault. So like I say, keep your client informed so they know what they're getting for their money. Okay, thanks very much for watching today. Look after your voice and see you next time.